Okay, have you ever seen a kid, or maybe you lived it, where when you were younger, where you see a toy on the ground, or the kid sees a toy on the ground, and another kid goes and grabs it. And maybe you weren't even playing with that toy, but the kid immediately goes, "No, it's mine." He runs over, grabs it, or she grabs it, rips it out of their hands, and you're kind of like watching, or maybe you lived that, and it's like crazy to see. Well, sadly, we see this in even adults today. I feel like more than even for small children. And it's an example of this "no, it's mine" culture that we've seen grow every year, and now it's kind of like a staple in people. It's forever changed the world, and it's hurt the church movement as well. The fact is that when you give and when you sacrifice your time, you enter the story of the church. When you sacrifice your time, your resources, money or generosity, you enter the church's story. You're supporting the church. You enter God's story in the church. What we have seen, though, is that people are holding on to all of that now. Is that their time, their money, generosity, because of this culture that is instilled in most kids, even from their childhood, like in the example I showed, is that this "no, it's mine." It's showing and even up in adults now because it was so instilled at a young age. Like, I remember a time, for me, is when I played basketball. And it's when the "no, it's mine" culture showed in my life. As I was in, this church basketball league, and the ball gets thrown up for a shot. And so I go in and I grab the rebound, but I fall. So I fall down and I'm underneath the basket. The basket's above me. So I'm sitting on the ground with the ball. Teammate wide open over here. Teammate wide open over here. Okay? So who do we think I pass it to? If this guy right here, maybe probably even a guy behind me that was wide open, to be honest. Who do I pass it to? Or the smart thing, do I call a timeout? Or do I scramble? No. You know what I did? I shot the ball. Yeah, on my butt, I shot the ball. That is selfish. That might be the most selfish thing I could think of I've ever done in my life. Like, who do I think I was shooting a shot from my butt? Now, it's not important that I made it. That's not important. And when I shared this story before, that part kind of makes it sound like it's good to be selfish. It's not. I should not have shot that shot. I had 30 points in this game. That is not a flex either because it's a church league. I probably should have passed the ball. No, it's mine culture. It got to my head real quick. I wanted all the points. It really affected me. Like, I wanted the points. I wanted to be the best player, right? Like, no, it's my glory. No, it's mine. I wanted it. And in the church, we see the same thing today, that people are scared to give up their stuff. But I want to call out to those people. The people that are scared, that or don't want to give it all to God, what's stopping you from going all in on God, right? Like, what's stopping you from dropping this culture? This culture needs to change, and it starts with us. It starts with you. We can keep serving, or maybe start serving if we aren't now, and just show people around us what it's like to drop that culture and going all in on God. And I see in my own life that, like, I get that idea all the time, like, no, it's mine. But we need to realize that God wants more from us, and that he wants us to sacrifice our time, our generosity, and everything that we think belongs to us. It's really dangerous, and the "no, it's mine" culture needs to be reversed, and it starts with the next generation.